summary of all what we have done so far. So we started with the dimensions of a noun. We said every noun will have all four of these. First is case. In terms of case, a noun can be either in nominative form or objective form or possessive form. In terms of gender, the second dimension, a noun will be either masculine or feminine. In terms of number, which is the third dimension, a noun would be either singular or dual or plural, right? And in terms of kind, which is the fourth dimension, a noun would be either common or proper. Can it focus this thing, or can you move to this?
It would be better if...
Could you please? Yeah, thanks.
Also, can you close the lamp for checkboard?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do
The
yeah.
yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
Sorry, huh? You like this place, huh? Okay. And then we said that we can categorize all the nouns in terms of case for the first thing. And we said there are three categories. First one is the biggest, which has 80 to 85% nouns. What happens is they have the mean in their i'rab. So in the nominative case, they have two dhammas. And in objective case, we change them to two fathas. And in the possessive case, they become two kasras. The second category does not have a tanween. So what happens is, in nominative case, they have single dhamma. And we change it to fatha in objective case, and it remains fatha in possessive case. And the third category has no rule. Whatever word we have, it remains same in the three cases. And these we have to remember. Okay. All right. And then so it covered the case. And then we went on to gender. And we said there are two genders, masculine and feminine. Every noun, whether it has a real gender or not, we will have to specify the gender. So we can categorize the. Okay, there is no identification for masculine, but I said there may be identification for feminine. So we talk about the types of feminine then. There are those which can be guessed. Okay. And how you will guess them? Using these three things. If it has circular ta at the end, or if it has this combination, or if it has this combination, then we can guess that this noun is feminine. And that noun could be real feminine and could also be unreal. Okay. For example, khalatun has this ta, so we can guess that this is feminine, but it is real feminine because khala means maternal aunt. Similarly, if this is the word, it also has circular ta, so we can guess that this is feminine, but this is not real, it is unreal, right? So first type which can be guessed, and the other which cannot be guessed. And again, we have real and unreal in those. Real, like ummun, it cannot be guessed, does not have any of these three identifications, but it is a feminine because it is a real feminine. And the unreal are those which do not have these, but they are feminine because we hear them, hear native speakers calling them feminine. All right? So this is for the feminine nouns. Then we went on to third dimension, which we covered last time, which is number. Okay. All the examples that we did so far were singular. Okay. So we started with dual. Dual means two. So dual is easy because it has the same rule for both masculine and feminine. So whether it is a masculine or a feminine, you will apply the same rule, which is that in the nominative case, you append ani at the end. This combination, ani, at the end of the noun. In objective case, you say aini. Okay, is this something funny now? And in the possessive case, it remains aini. Okay, you will remember it ani, aini, aini. Okay, so it's the same rule for both masculine and feminine. And then we went on to the plural number, which means 3 or more than 3. And we said there are two kinds of plurals. One is broken, in which the singular word, its letters get broken. And the other type is where it does not get broken, it remains intact, the singular. So I'm calling it complete, or you can call it intact or anything. So for broken, we don't have any rule. Okay. For example, kitabun, the plural is kutubun. Okay. Here you see it's broken because alif is removed. So similarly, darsun, dars means lesson, and it becomes durusun. You add it, wow, so it gets broken. So there are no rules, but there are patterns which this kind of plural follow, and there are 20 of them. We won't read them right now. We won't study them. Maybe later on. For now, we'll say, we'll just remember those. I'll tell you about this kind of plural. And so then we moved on to complete plurals. And then we saw that the rules for complete plural, in which the singular word remains intact, the rule for masculine is different from the rules of feminine. For masculine, what you do is you append una at the end of the word, at the end of the noun in nominative case. In objective case, it becomes ina, and then it remains ina in possessive case. So you will remember it as una, ina, ina. Okay? For feminine, it's different. You say atun, atin, atin. These two are the same, and these two are the same. A common mistake is to say atan here as well, confusing it with this un and in. So you will say atun, atan, atin, which is wrong. It will be atun, atin, atin. Okay. Now here is the example. I took this word, sadiqun, which means truthful man. And first, okay, so this is masculine, and this is singular. All right, this word, it's masculine and singular. And now I changed its case, and it's in the nominative case. You can tell from this two dhammas. And also in terms of case, it is from which category? First category. Okay. So we know all these things about this noun. And then we started to change the case. We said sadiqun, and here it will become sadiqan and sadiqin. You know, we do it like that, un and in. Sadiqun, sadiqan, sadiqin. And then we made the dual of it here. And for dual, what we do is we apply this formula, ani, aini, aini. So add ani after this, it will become sadiqani, which will mean two truthful men. And in this case, you add aini to this thing, so it becomes sadiqaini. And you again add this to the end, and it remains sadiqaini. So sadiqani, sadiqaini, sadiqaini. Easy? And then you make the plural, which is here. And since it's masculine, so you will apply this formula, una, ina, ina. So it will be sadiquna, sadiqina, sadiqina. Okay? And this completes all the forms for masculine. And now we change it to feminine. Okay? How do we change it to feminine? We add ta at the end. Okay? We give fatha to last letter and append ta at the end. So it becomes sadiqatun. Okay? And now this is feminine, this is singular, and this is also from first category, and this is in the nominative case. How we change it? Un and in. So it will be sadiqatun, sadiqatan, sadiqatin. Okay? So this is feminine and singular. Now I make it dual. What I will do is I'll apply the same rule, which is same for both masculine and feminine. So it will be, I will add ani to this word in the objective case. So it will become sadiqatani. And then I will add aini here to this, and it will become sadiqataini. And here remain sadiqataini. And for feminine, for plural, complete plural, I'll do this. So what I do is I drop this ta, okay, and add this. So it becomes sadiqatun, and then sadiqatin, sadiqatin. The difference in these two is only this alif. Okay, it's sadiqatun, and this is sadiqatun. So see, with an alif, it becomes plural. So when you are saying it, you should just make half sound here, sadiqatun, not sadiqatun, because then it will become this. Here it's half sound, here it is full sound. Sadiqatun and sadiqatun. Then the other difference is, how would you know if this is a female or a male? Sadiqani and sadiqatani, this ta is the difference, right? From this ta you know that this is feminine, two truthful women. Okay? And then we also said that if we take these two words, these two, they are both this. If I don't put harakat, they are both this. Okay? So if I say this thing, it means two truthful men. And if I say this, it means many truthful men. So these harakat are important. Okay? That's why we will always put them in our class. Later on, when we know all the rules and when we are familiar with all this, then we won't put, because then from the context we can know if it is sadiqina or if it is sadiqaini. Okay. But for now we'll put this. So do you, any questions so far? Anyway? No question? Okay. Okay, now let's do something. And let's one more time write all the i'rab, all the formulas, and then we'll inshallah move on. And so first is this, un and in. The other is this. And then we also said ani, aini, and aini. And then we also said una, ina, ina. And then we said atun, atin, and atin. Okay. these are also called i'rab. Now we will modify the definition of i'rab a little. Okay, these two are, I would say, i'rab bil haraka. You don't have to write it. I'rab bil haraka, or this is the i'rab that deals with haraka, and this is the i'rab bil huruf. That this involves letters as well. Okay, but we will also call these i'rab as well. Okay, because like this changes, this sequence also changes. Okay, ani, aini, aini also changes. So we will call this whole sequence as i'rab as well. This i'rab only has haraka, and this i'rab has sequence. That's the difference between these two. Okay. Now we said that a masculine, we know that a masculine can have this i'rab, right? Like sadiqun, sadiqan, sadiqin. It was a masculine, so it can have that i'rab. But a feminine can also have this i'rab, right? So both masculine and feminine can have it, right? The other thing is that singular words have this i'rab like this, sadiqun, sadiqatun. Both are singular. If we talk about plurals, they don't have these. But there are one kind of plurals that can have this i'rab, and which are those plurals? Broken plurals, exactly. Like for example, kutubun. Here, you see? Kutubun is plural, but it can have this i'rab, and it can be from the first category. So, I would say broken plural can also have this. Okay, and this thing, we know that all the female names are from second category. They have this i'rab, like Fatimatu, Aishatu, Zainabu, Maryamu, all are from second category. But there are some masculine as well. For example, Ibrahimu, right? And there are many other names. And so we can say that singular, feminine, and masculine both can have this i'rab, can be from this category. But about plural, we know that the complete plural cannot have this i'rab because they are either this or this, right? But broken plural can have this i'rab. For example, masjidun is one masjid, and the plural of masjidun is what? Masajid. Now is it masajidun or is it masajidu? Yeah. So this is masajidu. Okay. So broken plural can be from this category as well. Okay. And when we say broken plural, for both male and female, because it is true in these both cases that for both male and female nouns, their broken plural can be from this category and they can be from this category. Now, what about this? Double for what? Masculine and feminine. It has the same rule for both. So this i'rab is for dual, masculine, as well as feminine. But nothing else. It wouldn't involve broken plural. It can't be plural or singular. So, what about this?
Plural masculine.
Yep, that is plural for masculine. But which plural? I would say complete, or in which the singular remains intact. Okay. And nothing else could come here because it's not singular, it's not dual, it's not for feminine. So it is only true for complete plural for masculine.
What about the broken plurals when they're in dual form?
Oh, plural can't be in dual form, right?
I mean, masjidun.
Oh no, for dual, it will be here for both masculine or feminine. So masjid, whatever it is, masculine or feminine, we don't care because for both we use the same word. Complete plural for feminine. Okay. So if you memorize this table, un, an, in, u, a, ani, aini, aini, for dual masculine and feminine, una, ina, ina, for masculine plural, complete plural, and atun, atin, atin, for feminine plural. So if you remember this, you can make 18 forms from one noun, which are here. Alright? So would we like to do a couple of exercises? Here, darsan, category is it, and then you know the rule. Okay, this table, very important, that's why you will stay here, and we can change the shapes of the nouns. Alright? Now, if you remember any word from last time, let's make 18 forms. Because these words, they don't have real gender, we can only make 9 forms out of these. So let's take one which has real gender, and we would like to make 18 forms from that. Maybe here. Okay, so any word from last time? Muslim one, okay. Muslim. Now you will tell me, okay, and the person I ask will tell me. So, Afroz, what will be the objective case of Muslim? Musliman. With an alif. Excellent. Musliman. Okay. Alibek. Possessive. Muslimin. Musliman. Muslimun. Musliman. Muslimin. Now we have to make the dual of, so it means one Muslim man, right? Now we have to make 2 Muslim men. And Hazrul will tell what will be the nominative form.
Muslimani.
Muslimani. Excellent. Muslimani. And the sister will tell the objective case. Muslimani. Excellent. Muslimaini. Okay. And Azad will tell the possessive case. Muslimaini, same. Excellent. Muslimaini. Now Han will tell the plural of Muslimun.
Muslimuna.
Muslimuna, excellent. Muslimuna means many Muslim men. Afroz, objective case?
Muslimina.
Muslimina, yeah. Muslimaini will become
Yeah.
this. Okay. Muslimina. Mina. And here it will remain Muslimina. Okay. So these are the 9 forms for masculine. For 1, for 2, and for 3 plus. Okay, now we have to do the same exercise for feminine. So what would be the feminine of Muslimun? Yes, sister. Muslimatun, excellent. Muslimatun. And the objective case?
Muslimatan.
Muslimat.
Without an alif.
Without, great. Muslim, because it has circular thought, so no alif. Muslimatun, Muslimatan, alif. Muslimatin. Muslimatin. Afroz, what would be the dual of Muslimatun? 2 Muslim women. Muslimatani, excellent. Muslimatani. And here it will be Alibek. Excellent. Muslimataini. And here, Azad? Muslimataini. Muslimataini. And what would be the plural? Han will tell.
Muslimatun.
Excellent. Muslimatun. And here it will be, sister? Tan? No. Tin. Actually, yeah. Here, yeah, because you can confuse it with this. Yeah. And so this is tricky. So Muslimatin. And here it will remain Muslimatin. Alright? Now if we have words, what we have learned is we can change the forms. If I give you the word, for example, mushrikun, which means polytheist, one who does shirk, joins others in worship with Allah, polytheist, mushrikun. Can you make, okay, let's do this. I'll ask the person, and that person will, making sentences or translating them, they will be in one of these forms, okay? And so by looking at the word, we can tell that this is talking about 2 Muslim females, okay? And this is in either objective case or possessive case because they have the same shape. And then from the context we can distinguish. All right? So it is very important. And we can go the other way also. Like for example, okay, let me not erase it. We're here. Okay, let me give you words now. Who would tell all the things that we can know from this word? Raise your hands. So this is kadibina, okay? Even if you don't know the meaning of this word, you should be able to tell all the things that we know about this noun. So Azad will give a try. Yes, tell what do you know?
Complete plural masculine.
It's complete plural masculine.
In possessive or objective form.
Yeah, either objective or possessive form because this is ina. So it's either objective or possessive. So that's all we know about it. That it's male, it's plural, and it's in one of these forms. So if we know the meaning of kadhib, which means liar, we can say that this word means many liar men. Okay? Alright? Alright, let's take another word. Alright, let's take this. So who will tell? Okay, Ali Bhai.
Is it Sali?
Salihataini.
So it's feminine
It's feminine
in dual,
in dual.
in either possessive or object.
Okay, objective or possessive. So you see, there you go. You know that this is feminine. How do you know? So first you know that it's dual because it has aini. Okay, from this aini, you know it's dual. And then how do you know it's feminine? Because of this ta. You know that this is feminine. And objective or possessive, you again know from dual form because it's aini. So it's either objective or possessive. So it means, if you know what salih means righteous, noble, righteous. So it will mean two righteous women. Okay? Alright. Azad, have you answered before?
Yeah.
Okay. Sister.
Okay. So it's masculine,
Masculine,
complete plural.
complete plural.
It's
Hmm? Nominated? It's Zalimina.
yeah. Possessive form.
Yeah, objective or possessive. Excellent. So this is Ina, okay? So it's both Zalimina. The purpose of this exercise is, initially it will take you a little time to know what form it is. But this should be in your mind, you know, at your fingertips actually. That whenever you see a form, you should at once tell, oh, okay, so this is masculine, plural in objective case or possessive case, just like that. Okay. Now, Han.
Nominative case,
Hmm.
plural,
Hmm.
male.
Male.
Like-
So it has una. It's simple. Una can be only one thing, masculine, plural. So now you can, do this. Let's move forward.
What's the meaning of that word?
Huh?
What's the meaning of that word?
Oh, what was that? Kadhib? Kadhib means liar. So
Oh.
kadhibuna is
Okay.
many lying men. Do you have any questions so far? No? Last time I gave you 5 or 6 words, so please try to make all the 18 forms if you have not already.